Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, congratulations to you for A Chattery, not just because it's a great podcast with your friend Anita McGregor, but your podcast yesterday revolved around something that I've been aware of that's been happening in your personal life for the last few years, and you finally talked about it on the radio, and it was very insightful. I got weepy. I also laughed, but it was very brave. It was brave for you and Harley to get this out.
Well, yeah, Harley was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease probably 6 or so years ago. And my job here, and I love this part of my job, is to share my life. And it's been something we haven't been able to share because it's not necessarily it's Harley's story. In the midst of that, it has impacted, obviously, my life and our family too. But I wasn't aware really until recently why Harley wanted to keep a lid on things. He wanted to wait for his mum to pass away. His mum is in her 90s and he didn't want her to be burdened with this information about her son. So I still don't know how I feel having said it out loud because it's private story and many friends have known, and I've been very grateful that they've kept our counsel on this. But now that everybody can know, I still don't know. I feel a bit tender today. But there are a couple of instances that made me think I just want to tell the story. One is I just want to open the window and be able to fly out without people looking and thinking what's going on there. You know, I want to live more freely because I talk about this in the podcast. He was a waiter, a very nice man, but he said, oh, you're in this restaurant. I was there with Jack, and he said, oh, you're in this restaurant a couple of weeks ago with an old man who didn't look very well. And Jack and I were just floored by it because I thought what that comment says, that's what you see when you look at Harley. This disease has robbed him of his youth and his stature. He's stooped and all the symptoms you get with Parkinson's, and he's slower. And I thought what that comment doesn't see about Harley, the richness of who he is. So I just want people to know what's going on, and I want Harley to have the freedom too that we can. And Harley's fine. He actually doesn't care what people think. I mean, he does care.
Of course.
But it's been very hard being alongside someone going through this. And many of the comments I'm seeing from people who are responding to this are relating to that, what it's like to care for someone who's going through something like this.
Having known you guys for a long time, I found Harley's approach to it is very scientific. He's very matter of fact.
He's very stoic.
Very stoic.
Because he's a science head.
And he's not a whinger. He doesn't whinge about it. There was a bit where he was saying that all of a sudden I can't use chopsticks.
Yeah, and I can't do up a button every day. There's something else I can't do.
Which Parkinson's robs you of, but to him it's almost like a curiosity. It's like, oh, this wasn't happening yesterday. I did from the podcast yesterday, if you don't mind me playing it, I liked what he spoke about here, just about that we've all got this asteroid heading towards us.
You've also said that this is not a tragic story. This is not a tragedy.
No, so I was saying it's funny when you see a news report about, say, an asteroid has just missed Earth by, 500,000 miles, and we were lucky it didn't smash into us and kill us all. And scientists then come up and say how we can maybe approach the asteroid and knock it off its path. Well, guess what? We all have an asteroid heading towards us right now, and it's in the nature of nature that we last a certain time and then that's it, and we get taken out by something. And in my case, I'm being taken out at a late stage by Parkinson's slowly. But for a lot of people, cancer or anything can take us out when we get older. It's the nature of things.
It's very sobering. Very sobering. I also liked what he spoke about, and this gave me a lot of food for thought. You know how my head works. Alternate universes.
Yeah, and the latest scientists are thinking about alternate universes, and it's given Harley some comfort, actually.
Yeah.
You're a big science head. You have taken a lot of comfort in the idea that's being explored in modern science about parallel universes.
Yeah, I think that's just one of those things that's fantastic at the moment. We live in an amazing age where physicists, physics people are saying there might be other universes that we bump into, that we're sort of part of this frothy state of universes that are everywhere. And in one universe, because there are universes based on all possibilities. So somewhere there's a universe that Parkinson's doesn't exist, and that they're blissfully unaware of that, and also that your situation could be, I mean, it's infinitely variable. So somewhere in another universe, I'm married to Elle Macpherson.
Have you told her?
Well, she thinks she lives in this really shit universe.
It is.
I did ask him in those other universes, what am I wearing?
Yeah, of course. Don't make it about you. It's not about you. It really is. Congratulations. It's just, I've, as I said, I found it insightful. I found it informative. I found it funny. And anything, when you see people in public, you know, keep your pie hole shut is another thing that I got out of that with that waiter story. Yeah,
and yet people are so lovely. The comments have been lovely, and I feel all the love, and thank you. And as Harley texted to people yesterday, I know you texted him, he said, life is good. We navigate this, but life is good.
AChattery.com or wherever you get your podcast, the iHeartRadio app, for example.